a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change. Play the
Welcome back, guys, to another video talking about the Vaydor G35 project. As a quick recap, I'm currently saving up money to buy this project by August of 2027 and then have it complete by August of 2028. The car and the way I want to build it will cost about $45,000 with almost everything being customized about the car. Currently, I am 1 year and 3 months into saving for the project and only have, 3 years and 9 months left. Or, so I thought. I was sent this post by a few friends who know that I'm saving up for the Vaydor. They're like, dude, I found your car. You should go buy it. It's in Ohio. Here is the post that they found. Somebody found a Vaydor kit partially built for sale. Didn't spell the name right, obviously. It says it has everything you need to put it back together. Contact for more information. So 14 grand is technically less than what it costs brand new. And they already have the G35, cut down so the kit can actually fit on the car. I mean, that's the Vaydor, or the G35 by itself is actually another $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 somebody had to buy before even the kit. So this is actually a pretty solid deal for just the kit. I'm not sure if it comes with the wheels. I'm not sure if it comes with any of the door hinges or anything. 14 grand. I want to say that they only want 14 grand for the body kit, and it says it comes with everything, but maybe they want to charge more for all the extras, because if you just get the wheels for this car, that's, if you get them from Vaydor, it's that's an extra like 10 grand almost. I think it's like $6,700 for just the wheels. Tires another $2,000, $3,000 for tires. So you're looking at about 10 grand for just the tires, just the wheels. So I'm not sure if they want to, like, hey, it's 14 grand for the body kit, and it's another 10 grand for the tires, and it's another 2 grand for the hinges, and it's another, we got some paint for it, and we'll give you that for another $3,000. I'm not sure if that's the way you want to do it. I sent them a message and they never got back to me. I just said, hey, I'm have a couple more years to save up the money to buy one, but I was just curious what's the reason the car didn't get finished. Just kind of curious what's going on with the car. This is probably the way I'm going to buy my car anyway, is off of Facebook. I mean, if I can save a couple $1,000s on it, and they just kind of started it, don't really have very much completed with it, that might be the way to go, so I can actually put more money into other aspects of the car that maybe I wasn't expecting to be as expensive, or just upgrading some things a little bit better. This is actually one of the reasons why I wanted to save up the money for the project and then get the whole project and start working on it, is because a lot of times this happens to project cars. A lot of times people don't know how long it's going to take in order to complete the project. They're like, oh, it's going to take a couple months, or it's going to take a little bit of money, and then you get into it and you're like, oh shoot, it's another $2,000 for just this, or it's another $3,000 for this, or shoot, in order just to do this one little thing, it's going to take me a month to get this taken care of, and they don't quite estimate the project good enough. I've heard so many times about people, their dream car takes them 5, 6, 7 years in order to build the whole thing. One of the things I really haven't talked about is the interior for the car, because there's a lot of different options you can do in order to build it. One option is you can just go onto Vaydor and get their interior kit. They have all of the parts to make it look like this, and they also have all of the interior, like carpeting and leather and everything else you can put with the car. Another thing I want to talk about is the different wheels you can get for the Vaydor kit. My original goal was to get something a little on the cheaper side, but I've been having issues finding cheaper options for the Vaydor. The wheels are just, they're so big. They're 22-inch wheels by 9.5 in the front and 13 inches in the back. So finding those as a cheaper, more affordable option is a little bit more difficult than I thought. So I want to talk about all these things, so let's just kind of dive right into it. I think in my original video I talked about doing a less is more interior for the Vaydor G35, similar to what the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento has for their interior. It's just nothing is there. There is, the steering wheel, you have your gauge cluster right in the center there. The dash is non-existent. They have a couple little air vents, and even the seats aren't adjustable. It's just padding for where you sit, and it's like, if you can't, like, there's no adjusting it. You just have to like slouch down, or go up a little higher or something. Like, that's just where the seat is, and that's kind of my original goal, is what I wanted to do for it. But the more I look into different interior options, like for the G35, I'm like, there's a lot of really cool things, and doesn't have to be super expensive. Since I'm going to be using everything from the Infinity G37, I just figured I could take that whole dash, transfer it over, maybe get something like a nice mat for the top of the dash. They have these like dash covers you can put on the car. This guy, it's just a dash cover, just sits on top of the dash, and it looks kind of nice. This guy's option is completely over the top. He's got a, a whole like counter on top on the front of his car. It's really, really premium, but it's just something nice and stitched. And if it was maybe less crazy than his, it would look really nice. And then also for the floors, you can get something that's just, it looks like it's a piece of carpet on the floor. Like it looks really, really nice. So those are both some options I'd love to do for the car, just to make it look more premium and more exciting. Another really cool upgrade to do for the interior of the car is the carbon fiber steering wheel for the car. I've seen these on a couple cars, and they are quite expensive. This one's like $2,000, so a little bit expensive. I'm sure you can find some different options for that. I want to say the ones I was hearing about was about $1,000, but they have the lights that the faster you go, the higher the RPM, the more red the lights become. Looks so cool. But I'd love to do something like that. Another thing I would also like to do, I never talked about doing anything with the sound system. This is one of the things I'm always really surprised about, how inexpensive these are. You can get a set of subwoofers for a car for almost nothing. And I remember, when I was younger, when my older brother was in high school, if you wanted like a nice sound system, it's like, oh my gosh, dude, you got a lot of money if you can afford one of those things. And nowadays it's like, yeah, if you get a couple subwoofers for what, $140, $190. There's other options, of course, for like 900. Oh, this one's eight grand. Oh, sure, it's more than just subwoofers, but obviously you can spend more, and I know there's a difference in quality and stuff, but that's something I would love to try and work with, is maybe just even upgrading the speakers, making sure they can really hit hard on some notes for some bass. And then another thing I would love to do is the Infinity taillights. These things look so cool. I guess this isn't interior, so I'm not really sure why I'm mentioning this. This is something that will be later on down the road. I'd love to do for the car. And for the Skyline R32, they came out with Infinity taillights, and they look amazing. It's super cool. I would love to try and do this somehow for the Infinity G35. I'm not exactly sure how you do this, but we do also have the round kind of taillights. Another option I'm looking into is different wheels for the Vaydor kit. If you go on to Carolina Vaydor's website, they have all the different options you can get for getting the car, choosing the kit, and then choosing the accessories that you want. And one of them is to get the Amani forged 22-inch wheels, which is $6,600 for those. You can choose your own style, color, specs, all that kind of stuff. And it says to see the accessories doc for options, but it doesn't show anything here, so you might have to submit your thing that, hey, I want to get these wheels, but then you go through the different options for whatever that actually is. So anyway, I was wondering, hey, what could I do that could maybe have a cheaper option? And as soon as you go to 22-inch wheels, they get very expensive. And I wanted to go with Vossens. I thought Vossens were like the coolest thing. And you can find them for $600 for each wheel, but if you want to get into like the really nice ones, they're talking like $2,400 for each wheel. That's the starting price. They have 18s and 19s for the starting size. So I'm guessing it's probably not much more than that. But there's $5,000 options here, the $6,000 options per wheel. And so I was just like, if I wanted to get something that's the right size, the right everything, kind of like a happy middle of the road, might be just going with the Amani wheels that they have. Because if you look at the Vaydor's wheels, they stand out so nicely. They really have a nice look to them. They have the nice deep dish feel in the back of the wheel, and all of the alignments and the offsets are all set to go for the car the way it should be. So I'm thinking I'm probably just going to go with Vaydor's option, the $6,000 option for their wheels, and then go from there. Another thing I did look up too is the price for tires. That was fun. On the fronts, it would be $285, 35, 22s. That'd be $500 a tire, so you're looking at about $1,000 for just the front. And then the rears, it's $335, 25, 22s, and those are about $750 per tire, so about $1,500 for both of those. So you're looking at about $2,500 just for tires. So overall, if it's $6,600 for the rims and then $2,500 for the tires, we're looking at about $9,000 for wheels and tires. which is so much money, but you can't go wrong with having the right wheel for the car, the right tire. Thank you guys so much for watching the video here today, talking about a little update about the Vaydor kit and how I wanted to customize some more specific stuff and kind of some things that have changed. I really wanted to talk about another point in this video, but I realized after putting the points all together, I was like, it's probably going to be like a 20-minute video if I do everything all on the same thing. So I'm going to try and split it up, maybe like 10 minutes each video. I have some variety with the videos, but I'm actually arguably more excited about the next point than what I talked about today. The next video will probably be posted either Christmas weekend or Christmas Day. Not really quite sure how I want to get that all taken care of, but definitely something to keep on the lookout for. Pretty soon I'll be going snowmobiling, and really excited about doing some snowmobiling here this year. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, if you could leave a like, maybe even subscribe to the channel for more Vaydor content. We're having a whole bunch more coming out. I just love thinking about the car and thinking about what you could do to customize more, to make it more exciting. There's so many options for the car and how you can customize it. The goal is to still get the project done in a year, really focus on it, and really get the car taken care of. So I'm excited about the process. I'm excited about how long it'll take to make all that happen. So talk to you guys soon and see you guys in the next video talking more about the Vaydor kit.
I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. And I'm staying strong, need to move on.